Hello, welcome to Double Talk. I'm Mark Steffen.
I'm Michael Mandel, co-host along with Mark, who is also the co-producer. So if you have any problems with his production of this,
Call Mike.
complain to him.
Now today, as you know,
Polish vodka.
we're having polished vodka. And
Same thing.
Every day on this show, or every week on this show, we love to talk about food and drink. We're going to start off the drink and then get into the food and move on with our topics.
We're not going to get into. We are going to talk about food.
We're going to talk about it.
We physically actually drink the drinks.
We do.
We're actually eating potato chips, which are very good.
And we don't fake it. We really drink the drinks right here on television.
I have
Today,
a little bag here. I throw it in.
we're talking about Polish vodka. In this case, Wyborowa, Polish vodka. They claim they invented vodka.
And they did, but they probably didn't invent it with rye. They might have invented. This is a rye vodka.
It's rye grain.
But Wyborowa, I think, also makes a wheat vodka. But we haven't had the rye.
We have not tried this one, so we're going to try it right now
We're
in
gonna
several
do
different
shots.
ways.
Oh, that's enough. Oh.
That's what you think.
Wait a second. I think this is polish. Could be polish.
Let's see how it works on floors.
My teeth are all bright.
Well, as they do in Russia,
Slanjava.
down the hatch.
Oh, Nostrovia.
Lastrovia, my friend. Not bad at all. It helps the fact that this has been sitting in the freezer. It really goes down much more smoothly.
It is very smooth. I mean, it's got a real big bite. It's not as antiseptic tasting as Absolute.
Absolutely.
Truly?
Absolutely. You feel it all the way down. I feel it now in my stomach. It's kind of a nice tingly feeling.
There's a monster starting to worm its way out of your stomach. Maybe you should have gotten rid of that.
No, don't worry. I'm used to those.
So you like this, huh?
That is good.
This is it's a richer flavor than a regular vodka, than a wheat vodka, I think.
I think it is. It's got a little tang to it.
Ooh, I think I got a caraway seed.
Some caraway seeds.
Is that rye bread vodka?
Rye, just
rye vodka.
The rye grain,
okay.
No seeds.
And part two, because we need a part two. As you know, if you've been watching this, nothing we say is really true. But we test other things. The wife and I were walking around Walmart, and we're always looking for new things. We saw this gimlet mix, and I used to drink vodka gimlets all the time when I was in, let's say, advertising.
Yes.
And Mark here disapproves of Rose's lime juice because it's made with...
Disapproves.
He disapproves.
I disapprove.
He disapproves of...
Rose's lime juice because it has high fructose corn syrup.
Which is instead of sugar. This has agave syrup.
As the sweetener. So that sounds intriguing enough right there.
But also, they added a little basil. So we're going to just try this straight. I don't know, can you take straight? Can you take it straight?
Let's see. We're going to try it straight just to see how it tastes.
And then after the break, we're going to do a gimlet based on...
Or we mix them both together.
The ingredients that they say. 2-to-1 gimlet mix to vodka, because they're selling gimlet mix.
Well,
what do you think?
It smells good. Let's try.
Yeah.
Say. That's good.
It's got a smooth basil overtone.
And
the lime, or what is it, lime?
Lime. And it's not too sweet. I'm sold already.
I like it.
Walmart,
you just sit back. You just sit back and drink. The name of it is just called Crafted, I think.
And that was in the liquor department?
Crafted cocktails, yeah, way over at the edge where all the mixers are.
Okay.
And we looked at other mixers, but they all had, high fructose corn syrup.
Which you don't want. You don't want that.
Oh, God, that's going to go great together, I can tell. So stick around till we get through with all this mishigas.
Come back after the break, and we'll mix them together. And it'll be
but we're not
wonderful.
going for a break. Now we're going to actually tell you what happened in Las Cruces recently.
And what's going to happen this weekend. Now, I was sad to see that a restaurant on Picacho, Thai India, went out of business.
That's because you're its only patron.
Well, it was overpriced for Las Cruces.
Yes.
I will say that. And they didn't advertise worth a darn.
And it was overpriced.
And being the part of town it was in,
did they do Indian food or Thai food on Fridays only? What was the deal?
No, it was Thai food.
Thai food.
Then India food on Fridays only, but they were going to get to the point where it was both all the time. I don't know if it ever got to that point. I had dinner there, I guess it was last year.
Well, that kept them alive for a long time.
Well, the two of us spent $70 for that meal, which I thought was a bit pricey. Yes.
You and what elephant?
Alice and I had dinner there.
Really, you called her an elephant? Oh,
I'm going to tell you said that.
You don't have to. She
So
watches the show.
it was pricey. But the thing is, when one door closes, another door opens.
I thought that so is when one door opens, God slams your finger in the other one.
Well, I wonder because, that Indian restaurant, India Hut on Solano, might have given him...
Oh, pulled some business away.
Yes, because it's doing quite well based on the cars in the parking lot.
But he was basing his business on Thai food.
And there was no other Thai restaurant in town
there's
anymore.
There's pho restaurants.
Right, but that's the
Those are pretty good.
Vietnamese.
The pho restaurant on the place where Pro Ranch Market used to be is now doing sushi. The Hermans love it. They love their sushi.
Okay.
So try that. So that's another thing.
Now, so Thai India is gone, but a new Thai restaurant is open called 0 Degree over there on University, in the corner of Solano and University.
Used to be a sub store for a long time. Short, maybe a year or two time as Mexican food. Cheaper Mexican food.
Yeah, before that it was a mini mart back in the days when I was in college.
Yeah, it was here way before me. And it's probably a Winchell's before that. Everything's a Winchell's, isn't it?
So,
Around
0
here.
Degree is open, Thai restaurant. They had a review in this week's Pulse.
Yes, Sylvia, what's her name?
Quintanilla.
She constantly mentions her fiance. Those of you who read these reviews might realize she's mentioned her fiance like for a year.
At least a year
I
now.
mean, Sylvia, get it over with.
Either
marry the
guy or move on.
If he's not paying for your dinners, find somebody who will.
I would think the newspaper should pay for the dinners.
You'd
But
think
knowing
they
this
might
newspaper,
well, this restaurant, 0 Degree, probably
they
is
go
not
for
expensive.
lunch. They always go for lunch.
These are
anyway.
like, $10 meals.
How much?
Yeah.
It's vegetables. How much can it be?
Yeah, the pad thai is $9. The pho, which you
have
can get,
pho?
is $8. Fried rice with teriyaki chicken. Who doesn't love that? $7. I'm rounding off here. And spring rolls, 2 for $3.
Okay. So that's happening. We always like to keep track of the latest in food and cuisine in Las Cruces.
Is that it? I mean, did we mention anything? Chipotle's is open. You haven't been there.
I have not been there.
And,
I have been to Cane's though. Raising
Yeah,
Cane's.
me too.
It's pretty good.
It's not bad.
Better than what I made at home.
Oh man, you better stop the show. Like I'm gonna have a heart attack here.
Yeah.
You admitted something is better than what you made. I just.
Well, I'm still working on it.
Okay.
On crispy.
Crispy. It's crispy. It's kind of cakey, isn't it? It's a little
Crispy.
cakey. It's a thick, but the chicken is
tenders.
good. Yeah, it's pretty good.
And I don't think they use tenders. I think they use the chicken breast.
Oh yeah.
I use tenders. And I
Is
don't
there
like
a tenders? What's a tender? What part of the chicken is its tender?
It's got a sinewy thing sticking out the end of it that
What's
you have
that?
to cut out. I hate that.
What's a tender? What part of the chicken is on its back? Is on its front?
don't.
I know what a tender part on me is, but I don't think it's like there on chicken.
Well, breaded and fried. Let's see how it is.
If you want to.
But speaking of food and drink,
Oh.
the Lavinia Spring Wine Festival is going on this weekend in full force down there in La Union.
Yes, 2 days starting at noon, and they have music, right, as usual.
Music, there's food,
Music.
and there's also wine.
There's a wine. Wine made by Lavinia, which is not bad.
Now it's
they're
$20 to
good
get
stuff.
in, but it gives you a glass, and you get a certain number of tastings to go along with that.
They've always done it that way. Other wine tastings, you usually have unlimited wine tastings. These guys
Once you get
give
your
you
glass,
you
yes.
They stamp your.
Well, maybe they only have that many kinds of wine.
If
only
you,
one brand.
If you look at Amaro, which is a small winery,
Uh-huh.
they got like 12 or more wines.
That's true.
easily.
I was at a party there Tuesday night
Oh,
and sampled several of them.
how'd you like it?
It's good. I bought a bottle.
You did?
Yes.
God, was it $3? Hopefully.
28.
You must have been really drunk. So that proves that it's a good wine if it gets it.
I haven't opened it yet.
I hope it's not one of those red chili wines. If you want to
not.
eat red chili, go for Mexican food. Don't drink your wine to get chili.
Well,
That's just my.
They have chili
ethos.
beer too, you know.
I know.
And
They
pecan
have
beer.
pecan beer. People love the pecan beer.
I don't mind it.
I was in Santa Barbara, and the hotel clerk heard word from Las Cruces, and he said, I once had this beer there. I said, pecan beer? He says, yeah, it was great.
Okay.
I said, I'll send you a case.
So he actually went to
That was 3 years ago. I haven't
what's the restaurant that makes that?
Pecan Grill,
Pecan Grill.
which is no longer called De La Vegas.
That's right, just Pecan Grill.
God,
Place
when
where-
you live in New York, you have a million things to go to. But here, you can almost keep track of them. I mean,
Pretty much. Oh, yeah. Yeah,
Not
that's
quite.
the place where a drunk guy tried to crash in, and the security guards wouldn't let him. So
Where?
he pulled a knife on him.
Where? In La Vega?
Yes. This is like 2 days ago. And so he pulls out a knife, and the security guards pushed him out, and they sprayed him with
Mace?
pepper spray and called the cops on his ass, had him arrested.
I thought they paid him. They sprayed him with pepper spray, called the chef and said, could you truss him up? He's already seasoned.
No, he'd already gotten drunk across the street at Hotel Encanto.
Oh.
Yeah. So
Wow, that's
things
great.
happen in Las Vegas.
You know, speaking of great crimes, we didn't get even his stuff. The guy who stole a car somewhere in, Hatch, and he was taking the plates off, and he drove...
Radium Springs, yeah.
He drove all the way down here, over 100 miles an hour, and did you see the video? He gets up on those...
interstate.
He
went off...
The apartments on, not Don Roser.
Stern.
Not Stern.
Yeah.
That's not Stern. Anyway, he got on the second floor. They shot him with a beanbag, and it didn't make him jump.
He fell off.
I think he jumped off. He probably tried to commit suicide from a 2-story building.
Probably broke his leg.
He scraped his knees on the gravel.
Anyway, they arrested him.
I love those stories. In fact, that's why I look forward to 10 o'clock news.
I like how it said he left the freeway before the exit.
He did, and he went through a fence.
Then through the fence.
I guess we could go look at it.
It's a stolen car. It's probably in impound right now.
It's a stolen truck, which is, I guess, why he thought he could actually
off-road it.
Yeah, off-road it.
Yeah.
So part of the excitement, and it's like what, 4 blocks from where I live.
Well, more than that.
No, not that much more. Anyway,
so now
what else?
We have
Real
good
stuff.
news. Good news for the veterans. The brand new VA clinic here in Las Cruces has opened up. Finally, it was supposed to open last September, due to contractual disputes with people who built it, etc. It finally opened this week.
Contractual
Wednesday.
disputes.
So it's open.
Yes.
So the one on Don Roser is now closed. This new one is on Delray Boulevard, north of Highway 70.
And those of you drivers who drive a lot of the VA, or the veterans there, just remember, go to the new one.
Go to the new one.
So Dave Ziemont is looking forward to it. He drives a lot of people out there.
Crazy. Oh.
Both.
And so, but there are certain things that they still can't handle here, and you'll have to go to El Paso for those.
Right. Important things.
But at least there's more parking. It's a larger facility.
Give you a blood test quicker, supposedly.
Yeah.
But that VA is really getting its game together.
It's about time.
Yeah, there's a new appointee going to be announced any day now after the other one had withdrawal symptoms.
So anyway, good news for the VA for the vets, and I hope they're getting everything they need because they deserve it.
Yes, they do.
Now,
they need it too. Kim Stewart.
Now, Kim Stewart. Kim Stewart is running for sheriff of Doñana County. She's the only female in the race. Now, but the interesting thing about her, she was involved in the capture of the Golden State Killer this week.
Oh, really?
She was the deputy with the Santa Barbara County Sheriff's Office back when some of these murders were occurring. And she was investigating that far back. Then she became a detective there in Santa Barbara and started looking into things.
I didn't know the story was so rich.
They dropped the case. The detectives had actually dropped the case. They tried to blame it on a Mexican who had died, so they didn't want to deal with the case anymore. She knew that was bogus. And so all these years, she's been looking into it herself. When the author of I'll Be Gone in the Dark, Michelle McNamara, was writing her book, she's been working on this book for years and years, investigating this. It's a really great piece of investigative journalism. And she started uncovering pieces of evidence, and the cops finally started getting interested again, thanks to her.
And there you go.
And the book finally, she died last year before the book was finished. Her husband, comedian Patton Oswalt,
that's
the book.
Oh, no wonder you know the story.
Yes.
It has to do with comedians.
He finished the book. It came out in February of this year. And the cops, using DNA from 40 years back, were able to nail it down and capture the guy who did it. I'm not even going to mention his name because he's not worthy of recognition.
And you forgot it.
I never knew it.
Oh, okay.
So they caught the guy, and he's in jail. He's a former police officer.
No wonder they didn't want to pursue the case.
Mm-hmm, they probably knew that.
But what did she have to do with it? Kim
Stewart?
Was part of it, yeah.
She'd been on the phone with Michelle McNamara several times.
And they got their facts together and it worked it out?
Yeah. And
that's good.
So,
I would trust her.
I mean, well, vote for her.
I mean, she looks
She's
Like
very
she
well.
could
She's very well
use a whip.
experienced.
Yeah.
She's been in police work since the 80s.
I've been doing this since the 80s.
No, you haven't. 90s.
Actually, next week, according to my resume, which I don't know if that's true or not, I started on this show May of 2010.
2010.
But I don't know if that's when I was just replacing you or when I was started. I don't know.
This show's been on
go
8
through.
years. I think you've been on 6.
No, I have 8 years. I got those discs for 8 years back. I do.
It certainly seems like it, doesn't it?
It does. And we should have our 8-year anniversary next week.
Oh.
Next week or next month. We'll get Mike Cook to write us up.
He should.
I know.
He
And
did a nice article on Dave Edwards this week.
in a 2-paragraph thing, he could sum up what we've done in 8 years.
No, he couldn't.
In two paragraphs, he could. We have to take a break. Do we have to take a break? Yes, we have to take a break. We're going to come back and do a vodka gimlet for you all. We're going to drink it.
Don't go
But
away.
it's for your pleasure.
New Age Maids, a professional home cleaning service. Your satisfaction is our priority. Let us do the work so you can relax. Call us at 655-0009.
Call Mark Goldstein, the Safe Money Guy, at 575-556-2472 to learn about innovative strategies now available to help you grow, protect, and preserve your money and financial future, regardless of market conditions.
Horizon Granite is here.
It's here! Horizon Granite is here. We'll come to you to customize your kitchen and bathroom with beautiful countertops and cabinets. Find out more at horizongranite.com. Call us at 575-650-3180.
Horizon Granite is here.
It's here!
Make yourself a beautiful home.
Come to Tacos El Borrego de Oro in Las Cruces. We are celebrating $1 Taco Tuesdays. Come enjoy authentic Mexican food for the whole family. Bring the family to Tacos El Borrego for $1 Taco Tuesday and Flauta Thursdays.
Now is the best time to make your property beautiful again. Since 1967, Gonzalez Landscaping has offered beautiful professional landscaping services to all of southern New Mexico. We offer residential and commercial landscaping design, full lawn, tree and shrub care, with annuals and perennials, tree and palm trimming, spring and fall cleanups, mulching and more. Let us do the work at prices you can afford. We service all of Las Cruces. Visit us online at gonzalesnursery.com or call us for a free estimate. 575-382-7272.
We're back. This is Double Talk.
We're shaking up the gimlet. We're doing the recipe that came with the bottle of that we
gimlet
mentioned,
mix.
the gimlet mix. And since it's selling gimlet mix, they want you to do 2 parts of this to 1 part of that.
Which to me sounds
Both of
counterintuitive.
us seem doubtful.
Yes.
But we're willing to give it a shot. We'll, because there is some booze in it. So
This is a show about trying stuff anyway.
no, it's a show about drinking, isn't it?
No.
You told me that when you started.
How
8
else-
years
how
ago.
else would I get you to be
You
on
said
this show?
8 years ago, Mike. You want to go for a drink?
It's the
I
only
said,
perk this show
sure.
had.
And then there's a camera here.
Well, because that's not bad. This drink is not bad.
You're right,
But you
it's-
really don't know there's vodka in it.
No.
Take another sip and let's add some more.
Okay. All right. Use this.
All right. Okay. I'm just going to add another jigger's worth.
You're not allowed to say that on TV.
Now, while you do that,
Yes, you keep going.
I'm going to mention that the Senior Olympics,
I'm just going to shake this near your microphone so people can hear it.
the New Mexico Senior Olympics, that's for the state, is taking reservations now to enroll in the activities. And it's a competition. It really is. And after I have another sip,
You'll tell us about it.
I'm going to run through all the events that there are that you can actually sign up for.
Yeah, have another sip first.
Don't mind if I do.
Me neither.
That's immeasurably better.
Yeah, it's
Would
more
you
like
agree?
a cocktail.
It is.
Although the rye,
Rye and basil.
I don't know. I think it should be caraway. Still, we need caraway,
Caraway.
gimlet mixer.
Let me just read.
That's how we drank it in the old country.
Now, these Olympics are dedicated to providing adults 50 years and over with
Oh.
opportunities for a healthy, active lifestyle. There's more than 90 events in 24 sports. Right, and this will be held in Albuquerque.
So you have to be 90 years old, and it's for
50.
people over 50.
No, yeah, 50. You have to be 50 years old.
Oh,
Now, the registration for athletes is open through May 31st, although there is late registration until June 15th. And they're also looking for volunteers to help run the thing. And so if you want to volunteer, free of charge, the deadline to register for that is June 1st.
so are you going to sign up for the drinking cocktails sport?
I'm surprised they don't have that. In fact, they actually may, because listen to some of these events. They have archery, badminton, bowling, cycling.
They have pickleball.
Dance.
Everybody loves pickleball.
They have pickleball,
Wow.
disc golf, frisbee golf, 8-ball pool, field events, which I guess are like track and field.
Oh, I thought
running,
maybe just lie down in a field.
field events, golf, horseshoes,
It's like everything old people do.
power walk,
That's why I never do any of those exercises.
race walk, racquetball, basketball, frisbee, soccer ball,
Frisbee.
kick accuracy, huachas. I do not know what that is.
Is that with an H?
Yes.
And a U?
Huachas, no,
think that's-
H-U-A, chas,
Chas.
huachas.
I think that's sort of a Mexican dish.
They have softball distance throw. You throw like a girls. You don't want to.
I don't know.
Shuffleboard, swimming, table tennis, talent. No, this is the talent.
This is it, yeah.
Tennis, track, triathlon. Now there's.
Is that shooting, skiing, and
it says-
swimming or something?
It says as well as a variety of fun events.
Oh.
So I think this is where that comes in.
I am tired already.
No, a triathlon is you run a marathon, you bicycle 20 miles, and then
Oh.
you swim a mile.
We should have a cocktail Olympics. No, do the
A
Olympics.
cocktailathon.
A cocktailathon. Can you drink more aviations than you can Vespers? Who knows?
Well, they have
Until you try.
They have competitions for bartenders.
They
To
do.
see who can make the
They
best
do.
drinks
I've
the
seen
fastest.
that. That's true.
You know,
So, okay, where are we? Senior Olympics. Those of you who are still awake after that list, the next thing is City of
the
Hope.
City of Hope. That is the homeless shelter. Not just the homeless shelter. That's where the soup kitchen is.
Oh, that's
They have the tent city there, and they're building little hutlets for people to actually live in that are actual
the
structures.
Hutlet City.
Exactly. It's down there on Amador, $9.99 Amador, and they're having an open house today. So if you'd like to go and
And-
see
You can look in people's Hutlet.
what facility,
You can see how they've
facilities-
designed their
Yes.
Hutlets. You go,
Right.
oh, this is a lovely Hutlet. It's the same weekend as the Las Cruces house show, home show.
Yes.
So is that part of it? You get to see a
showcase of
Hutlet,
homes.
the showcase of Hutlets.
And so, if you want to see, the state of development there, because it's gotten better over the years. I've been down there not too long ago.
And then, luckily for Alice, you're out of there.
Yeah.
Right. So
I was there. I knew the fellow that was in charge of the place.
the cook
And
or who?
he'd been a homeless man himself, even though he's got an engineering degree. Things happened. He wound up running the tent city. He finally got promoted out of there into the office. He got married, and he's doing great.
A great success story.
Yeah.
We'll have it on this show. Oh wait, you just gave it on the show. Okay, we have 3 minutes
So anyway,
left.
open house until
So,
3.
yeah.
This weekend, prescription drug take back.
So bring them into this show.
The
and
sheriff's
we'll take 'em.
office
We'll
is-
take them.
No.
Oh, you're going to give them to the sheriff's office? What a waste of good drugs.
Stars Market in Chaparral, at the State Police Office on Sonoma Ranch Boulevard, Albertsons on Loman, Dublin's on University, the Corbett Center Student Union,
Dublin's.
Walmart Supercenter on Rinconada, Walmart on
That's
Sonoma
a
Ranch,
bad recipe.
Walmart
Yeah.
Supercenter on Valley Drive, Brannigan Library, Sam's Club, Town of Mesilla at their at the city town council
council.
hall. All those places you can take in your expired and unused drugs. No questions asked. Just drop them off, and then they'll destroy them.
And my house.
Because
I won't ask you any questions.
That's right. Now, the Showcase of Homes is going on this weekend and next weekend.
We love the Showcase of Homes.
Oh, they're great. If you want to see some really, really nice homes.
Great stuff. All the newest types of designs.
Yeah, there'll be a map in the paper probably.
Probably
Also,
is.
Purple Madness is going on tonight.
And
Downtown.
last night they did the movie,
showed the movie.
Purple Rain
Tonight.
with Prince, and now they have a group that sort of
Tribute
mimics
artist
Prince.
Prince. That's at the Rio Grande Theater tonight.
That's the city's plan to do that, and
So check that out if you're not doing anything.
don't forget to pay your rent. Is that what the next thing is about?
Well,
You wrote
it's
rent.
good advice either way.
It is. That's true.
But
The movie Rent. We mentioned Purple Rain. This Purple Madness. Okay, now Rent.
Rent, the Broadway play, that musical that won all those Tony Awards.
I saw it on Broadway, and you know when they say it's on Broadway, it's not really in the street. As a matter of fact, it's like in a building
in a
near Broadway.
theater
Yeah,
In the Broadway district.
I thought maybe it was in the street because I forgot to pay their rent. It was great
And-
when it opened because unfortunately the author had died like the week before it
Yeah,
opened.
right.
Basically.
And I've never seen it done before. I've seen the movie.
It's good.
But Rent is going on at the University this weekend, at the University Theater.
And maybe next weekend. We're not sure.
And also Sunday, Michael. The
Sunday, Michael.
Community Arts Awards
And
handed out
well-
by the Doniana Arts Council.
Wait, and Sunday? And then the Sunday
Sunday.
is the Community Arts Awards.
Yeah, Sunday.
So the Community Arts Awards are at the new Doniana Arts Council facility right next to Paisanos, right
In
across
Lucia.
from St. Clair. In case you get lost, a lot of people, the seats are $15 a piece. You get free booze, alcohol.
How many people will that place seat?
I think it's going to be mostly outside, and
Oh.
we can get up to 150
Oh,
maybe.
will it be in the breezeway or just outside in the parking lot? Or?
I think it'll be all over Breezeway. I'll see.
In the shade.
I probably have to go set it up right now.
Yes, the PA system.
The PA system.
And there's going to be food, you said?
There's going to be food sponsored by St. Clair
And various other restaurants?
Yeah, we're getting Spotted Dog growlers.
excellent.
We have wine from most of the breweries. Every winery has given us a case of wine, pretty much.
So that's something great to paying tribute to our local artists, which we need
Cheers
a
to
lot
them.
of. So we're out of time, Michael.
Interesting.
This is a good
Gimlet.
cocktail. Join us next week right here on Double Talk,
Channel 98
the Las Cruces channel.
or YouTube.